Okay, so Xbox One, PS4 discussion, plus other systems, video game discussion, whatever. I'll start out with the prices. Xbox One, $499. PS4, $399. And let's just. I have a thing here. I have a little picture that'll talk about these two systems. I'm just gonna read off what the things say. I'll pop up the picture for you guys. You can read along too. Xbox One, mandatory online check. PS4, no online checks. Xbox One, no gaming if offline for 24 hours. PS4, no 24 hours suicide check. This is what this thing says. Xbox One again, vending games restricted. PS4, no restriction on vending games. Xbox One, selling games restricted. PS4, there's no restrictions on that. Xbox One, used games restricted. PS4, no restrictions on that. Xbox One, mandatory camera. PS4, no. Xbox One, you have to have Xbox Gold, which is the $60 subscription, which I'm sure a lot of people will have anyways. That's required for Netflix. PS4, there's no extra charge for Netflix. None. There's nothing. You just have your regular Netflix thing, and you can watch it. PS4, though, this year, with the system, they do have, you have to be a PS Plus member to play your games online, which I don't have a big deal with. It's $50 for the full year. Xbox is $60 for the full year. But my only thing is, PS4 has to step up their online gaming. I can say that. They have to step it up. They have to step up their online network, make it more secure, because everybody knows it's been hacked and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that,
so many times.
Yeah. But I mean, if they're charging you for it, I'm sure they're gonna up the antes with that.
If you know that that's gonna be taken care of.
Yeah.
Before it gets released.
Oh hell yeah, probably.
Or during the release, somewhere between
now and then
it being released and a year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be taken care of.
I'm sure they're working on it now.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying I hope that it's better as far as that's the only thing that Xbox had over Sony, that Microsoft had over Sony. Even with the Xbox 360 and the PS3, that's the only thing, in my opinion, that they have. Besides games, they have more variety of games, I guess. That's what people say. But it also depends on what you like. So that's like a hit or miss type of thing for me. It's like, that's a whatever. But I mean, wait a minute. Let me tell you guys this: Smash Brothers fans, Nintendo fans, Mega Man fans. We can all rejoice now. We can all be happy. They're all together. They're all together now. Finally, Mega Man is finally in Smash Brothers. He should have been in there a long time ago, to me. But hey, Nintendo was just like, you know what? We'll finally throw him in there. They're also making another Pokemon game, Pokemon X, Pokemon Y. My question is, can you get every single Pokemon in those two games? Because you know how you need more than one Pokemon game to get it, but can you get it just in those two? Can you own just those two games and catch every single Pokemon, however many there are by now? If you can, DS, we will talk. I will get one, and I will get both those games
and
because
and Mario Kart 8
Mario Kart 8, another thing.
finally,
That's gonna be
another
awesome.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's a fun ass game.
It
Everybody
is,
knows it. From
you
Super
know,
Nintendo
to now,
to now, fun game,
you know,
real good game.
and I heard that there's gonna be a Luigi, uh, uh, just like the Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a Luigi version of the same. It's the same concept, but you have Luigi instead of Mario.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So so you know, instead of I don't know what it's gonna be called. It can't be just can't be Luigi. Uh,
No, that's cool though.
and so um, and you know they've the, the PS4 they've come out with a, a ton of new like really looks really cool games like Watch Dogs. Um, there's a game called Rain where
That was on the PS3
and
too, right? That game looked awesome on the PS3. I've never played it, but my friend was playing
um,
that. Rain.
and what else? The big thing is Skyrim. Skyrim is going to be online.
That
That
I
was the
wanted to say,
big.
but
That
Eric had
was
to
the
steal my
big.
thunder.
That was the big reveal.
Skyrim
Finally,
online, it's gonna be
I think it's
amazing.
called Elder Scrolls Online,
Elder
but
Scrolls Online, yeah, it's
it's
Skyrim.
still,
It's gonna be freaking. It's gonna be
it's going to be massive.
bananas. I can't
And
wait because
you
that's
know,
gonna be like. I'm not gonna get the PlayStation 4 right away because one,
it's going to be too expensive.
it's $400. Yes,
Well, yeah,
it's cheaper than the Xbox, but it's still 400
yeah.
bucks. Two, I like to wait for the systems to work their little bugs out and make systems with the bigger hard drive. How big is the hard drive going to be for the PS4?
I don't think they even said.
I don't know if they announced that yet.
Well,
They
Xbox, we know it's going to be like 500,
gigs,
gigs. And
really?
that's going to be used up in
That's
like
good. No, that's big though. That's a lot. So, but I'm just wondering, like, if the PS4 comes out with something crazy like 400 or 500 gigs within the first couple of years, I'll
then
probably.
yeah, and
That's
that'd be
cool.
cool.
But I'm just saying, like, I can't wait. Skyrim is something I can't wait for. You know, another game I cannot wait for. Gran Turismo 6. You know they're going to be
Yes,
making another one. It's probably going to take them a couple of years, but
yes.
that should look
That was
amazing.
revealed. That was revealed. Uh, that was revealed uh, Tuesday.
Really?
That looks awesome.
But it's probably going to take them like a year. That's not going
Yeah,
to be one of their first releases. They
yeah.
always wait on that game.
Any
The
racing game that they do, they're gonna
but
wait.
Gran Turismo is just
Gran Turismo, because it's a successful franchise.
oh hell yeah! It's been out since the PS1.
Exactly. Um, and you know, uh, we got all you know the the PS. You can if you have a PS3, you still have your PS3s. You can you can uh you can live stream your
Oh yeah,
games
yeah. That's one thing I like. PS4, you can stream your games
from the
from the
PS3 to the
PS3.
PS4,
Yep.
so you don't have to rebuy all
So
the
that
games.
pretty much takes care of the backwards compatibility
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
that you know
I'd take care of that. And then yeah, I'm pretty excited about. I'm excited about this though. Like I do want a PS4. I do want a Wii, even though the Wii's an older system. But so what? It's not old, but I mean
the games coming out for
Wii and Wii U.
look pretty good.
Yeah, Smash Brothers, man. I'm so excited for that. And speaking of Smash Brothers, for the PlayStation 3, there's a game similar to it called All
All
Stars.
Stars.
I want to
Cool.
try that game out. I want that game actually because it looks awesome. It looks fun. But I'm just waiting for the price to go down. But I really, with this whole PS4 versus Xbox thing, like the Xbox, I
So
have
you're
a lot
going
of,
down.
I have a few friends that I've been talking to with,
Xbox is going down.
and just seeing Facebook
Hard.
statuses and all this, and a lot of people aren't too happy about the Xbox. It's too. I feel like the Xbox is getting too much into your privacy in a sense. Like the mandatory camera. You can't even walk around your room butt naked without your Xbox being on with the damn camera on. Like what the hell? If I want to play a video game butt naked, that's not my Xbox business. That's why I'm getting the PS4. Well, that's not the only reason why, but I'm just giving you an example. Like I'm being serious. So like if you don't want to be seen on camera 24/7. But what is this?
You don't
Why
have
does
to.
the camera have to? Why is it mandatory for the camera to be on?
And why do you always have to be connected to the internet?
Yes. Why?
To play
Always.
simple on like
If you're not playing
online
online, why do you need to be online?
and and the and the whole you know you can't trade in games
Yep.
or you can't once you buy your game you keep it forever.
You can see my biggest thing is the trading thing. I mean, it's
Not smart.
stupid. You can't do that. I personally, I usually don't trade in games just because you don't get their worth. But at the same time, for the people that do, you
They
know,
can't do that anymore.
they can't do that anymore for the Xbox. And if I have an Xbox One, Eric has an Xbox One. He has a game I want to try out. I can't play it for free. You know why? Because I'm gonna pop it in my Xbox,
You're gonna reject it.
and the Xbox One's gonna say, "Listen, sir,
Here.
you know you can't do this. We're gonna have to charge you to play this game because it's used,"
Which is stupid.
which is ridiculous.
See, the the PS4 doesn't charge you
Nope,
to play,
a used game.
a
Exactly.
game. Or, if I want to, give you a game,
I
that's
can
fine.
I can look at
They
this
can
with
do
the
that.
PS4. I can say, look, Eric,
I want this
um,
game,
I have this game that you want to borrow. You can borrow this.
and that's fine.
I didn't play the Xbox game because it tried to charge me, and the game was already paid for one time. Why should you have to pay for it twice? Why should you have to pay for it?
Any,
It's
why
ridiculous.
should you pay? Why should you pay it in the first place?
You paid
It's your game. You paid for it
exactly. You
already.
bought it. Now you have to.
Pay for it again.
It's like I could be like, look, yo, you can borrow my game, and here's an extra $5 or $10 or whatever it's gonna charge you. It might not even be that much, but still, let's just say here's an extra $10. Why,
Yeah,
why are you giving me? Why?
Gonna be $10.
I'm just throwing a number out there. Let's say $2. Here, you can borrow my game. Here's $2 also, because I'm lending you my game, and I feel you should get the same experience as I did. So here's the $2 to pay for that charge.
It's your game. It's not,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be, whoever they 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 choose to to do.
It's it's crazy though. Like
I can see the future of Xbox going down, or the future of Microsoft.
I wouldn't say Microsoft because they make computers and stuff, but with the X,
gaming
I'll say
aspect of it.
I'll say with the Xbox
It's
One,
not a gaming system anymore.
I'll say with the Xbox One, they're really gonna have to make some changes within the next year or two.
Or yeah,
And
next year.
they're gonna make some. I guarantee it.
I
I guarantee they're gonna make some changes because they're gonna. If they don't, they're gonna lose a lot of people.
that's a
A lot of
lot of
diehard. Like I said, I have friends that have the Xbox 360, and they believe they even had the first Xbox. But anyways, diehard Xbox fans they are gonna be going to the PlayStation 4
exactly
because of just certain things.
the restrictions that
Because of the restrictions, and it's like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you restrict these people? Why would you restrict these loyal people who have been with you for years?
since your first Xbox.
If it wasn't, here's what the people that make the systems over, here's what they need to learn. If it wasn't for us, you guys wouldn't be around. Just imagine, like, I wish I had the power to just tell people, like, look, the day that these new systems drop, nobody go out and get them.
Don't get them.
Either or. I like the PS4, but I would just love to see that. Like, with not even just with systems, just with anything in general, that A lot of people like that. A lot of people are going to get, and I'll say for something that has a certain release date. Like that's how I'm using these systems as an example. Just imagine if you're just like, don't get them. Nobody get either system,
and see what happens.
And just to see what happens. Because another thing I don't like about when these systems come out, here's one thing what I think is messed up. When these systems come out, people rush to get them. People get hurt over these systems. This is the serious thing. People get killed over a system because they have, like, say, I don't know how many they have to a store. I'm just gonna throw out a random number. Say they have 40 to a store. If you're that 41st person,
you're screwed.
You're screwed. You're gonna be pissed off.
Then you have to wait until like a month.
Then you gotta wait. Now me, I have no problem waiting. It's not that big of a deal for me. Like I said, I'm gonna be waiting anyways. But I'm just saying, like, I know they probably have more than 40 to a place, but I'm just throwing that number out. But if you have 40 Xboxes and 40 PS4s in one place, and you have 60 people coming for each system, that's not good. Because then those 20 people that didn't get it out of each system, which would be 40, are going to be really pissed off. They're going to be extremely pissed. And there's going to be some fights started. People are going to get shot. People are going to get stabbed, depending on where the area is. I'm not making this up. This has happened plenty of times. It happened with the last release dates of these two systems, the Xbox 360 and the PS3.
Black Friday happens every year.
Yeah, with Black Friday exclusives, it happens like that too. You guys need to just keep those deals and just put enough in there. I don't know, but I'm getting a little off topic with that, with the whole Black Friday stuff. But anyways, yeah, with this, I don't know. I really don't know what Xbox was thinking this year.
Exactly. I don't know. Xbox, they were successful the last 2 years.
360,
the 360 and the original Xbox.
The last two, yeah, they were real successful.
They were horribly successful.
I feel like,
and I will give it to them those last 2 years.
You know what it is though?
The PS3 had its shares of problems.
So did the Xboxes though.
So did the Xbox. Seems like Xbox
has more problems.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question, Xbox. Are you guys gonna have the Ring of Death again? I mean, you might as well just call what you have
just the Xbox Ring of Death.
The Box of Death. We'll call it the Box of Death.
The Box of Death.
We'll call this. Matter of fact, we'll call this
the Brick.
The Brick of Death. We'll call this.
The first one was
you can't do shit with your system.
Unless we tell you.
Unless we say so. Hey. You pay $500 for this system. You pay $65 for your game. You cannot let anybody borrow that game. You cannot buy used games.
Basically, you cannot play your system.
Your camera's always going to be on. Always.
You can't play your system unless they tell you to. Tell you can't.
Always. I'm always watching you. Yeah. Always. Can you imagine your Xbox talking to you? Just imagine.
Hey, how you doing over there?
Like, if it was just like, I'm watching you.
What?
Hey, you put that game back. That's not yours. You cannot. No, you don't
not a used game.
That's a brand new game. That's only for you. You. Pointing at you. Put it back.
I'm just waiting for the Xbox to like transform and like
just
like slap you.
Like then you have the voice command with Xbox. Xbox, turn on. Xbox.
What if it talks back to you?
Xbox.
No.
Xbox.
TV.
What else can you tell it to do? TV. Turn the TV on.
Music.
Can you tell it to do that? Xbox. Dance. Boogie. It's just too much. I mean, I understand. I kind of think it's a cool concept, but being able to,
with the new generation,
the voice activated systems, but at the same time, it's like Black Nerd said. Black Nerd Rants. If you ever watch him, shout out to him. People, you can already turn your controller on, but you can already turn your system on with your controller.
Exactly.
So it's like, why do you need to talk to your system to turn it on and off and all this other stuff? That's what the controller's for. People are lazy enough as it is. We don't even have to go to our damn systems anymore to turn them on.
We just have a controller.
Now, you don't even have to have your controller, so it's like...
What's next? You don't even have to be in the same room.
Xbox, turn on. Like, you know what's gonna happen, and I'm sure they already have. Is there voice commands for video games in Xbox? I'm sure there already is. Like,
Yeah.
go left, go like that. What would even be the point of playing a game? You might as well just talk to somebody.
What's the point of having a controller if this is
Exactly.
the future of gaming? You know,
I don't know.
at least the PS4 has a controller,
That
and you can use it.
yeah. The PS see the Xbox has a controller, the PS4 has a controller. But the thing with the
The
Xbox
Xbox
is
isn't gonna use the controller.
as much. You don't have to turn it on or off with it, or do. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff you could do with the voice command stuff. But it's just
The
yeah.
PS4 is a gaming console. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a all in one DVR.
I already have a
That's what
DVR
it
box
is.
with DirecTV, so I don't need the extra
It's a
stuff.
DVR. It's a it's a big bulky DVR with a camera.
Now, like, what's next, Xbox? Xbox, sing me a song. I'm an Xbox, Xbox One. I
Xbox
can do what
coming
the others can't get done. You know, that's the Xbox song.
Xbox turn transform.
I don't
What
get
the
it.
hell?
I don't understand why it has to do all that. But then, it could do so much, but you can't play used games on it. Like, you could talk to it, but you can't borrow my video game. Like, yo, Xbox, turn on. Xbox, do this. Xbox, I want to play this used game. And then it's like, wait, back up, son. No, hell no. You ain't doing that. Not unless you pay me. You pay. You give me that money. You give me that bread. You could play that. I.
It's ridiculous. It has you know why do they even redo the Xbox? The 360 was fine.
It
Why
was.
didn't they just improve on the 360 and like and call it the 720 like they were originally gonna do? They were gonna call it the 720, but no, they had to screw it up.
Here's my thing. Before I end this, I want to say I want to have a what if scenario. All right. Seeing as how the PS4 is blowing the Xbox out of the water, this probably won't happen. But let's just say it does happen. Let's say Xbox gets beat so bad to where it's just done. This is its last system. What would happen with PlayStation 5? Would they keep advancing? Or would they do what they do with the EA stuff? You know how EA owns pretty much every single sports game out there. Football, basketball, baseball, soccer, golf, all of it. They have no competitors, which I think is a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Madden and all that stuff, but I feel as if even if the Xbox pulled something crazy out their ass and just blew PlayStation out the water, let's just say, just to say it, it's not going to happen with either system doing that, but let's just say it to where one of these systems were done for good. Would the Wii jump up? Would Nintendo jump up and take the spot?
I think they would.
I'm not saying they can't because Nintendo's been here since the
Nintendo
80s and they're still going good.
Nintendo is at E3, but no announcements
Yeah,
for Nintendo.
but I mean they had a few game
they
announcements and
they
stuff.
they've snuck in there without being detected.
But my
These
thing,
two big
yeah,
companies.
but my thing is like Nintendo. It's a fun system. It's a family system. I'm not gonna say it's for kids. It's a family system. Let's say that. Xbox is more geared towards, I'll say, young teens in a sense and up. Same thing with PS4. Just because of the certain games that they have, the
The
violent games,
maturity
that's why I'm saying
content
that the
of
maturity count,
the games.
versus Nintendo, where it's more of like more of a kid friendly game system. That's why I say it's like a family friendly thing because if you have children or your nieces, nephews, siblings, whatever, it's cool to play those games for the most part. Versus PS4 and Xbox, you really can't. Not saying that Wii doesn't have a few of those games like that, but for the most part, they have a lot more, which is cool. But anyways, what I'm getting at is, say one of the big wigs is just done, knocked off, they're gone, bye bye, poof. Does the one that's left? Does that just take over the gaming? Like, if it's just Xbox or if it's just PS4, does that just take over everything and just? I mean, if Xbox won that, they'd just take over. They'd just be like, all right, you know what? You're not allowed to have more than one system in the house. You know, it'd be like Hitler. You know, if you don't have an Xbox, you don't live. We're gonna put you in the oven. That's how it would be.
Or if you have a PS4, screw that.
Going in
You
the
can
oven.
take it. You have to take it out.
It's just I don't. That's one thing I don't ever want to see happen. I love the PS4. I love PlayStation, but I do not want to see PlayStation just be the only system out there or just PlayStation and Wii, because competition is good. Competition is great because it makes you work harder, you know, work better, strive for more. With the systems, I'll talk about the systems. Like I said, with EA, let me go back to that. They have no competition for sports games. They have no competition at all. ESPN's done. I think they bought them out or whatever. So it's just like they can pretty much do whatever the hell they want for a video game, for their sports games, and people are still going to buy them. If you're a big sports fan, if you're a fan of that game, or just a fan of the sport, you know, you're going to buy that game because there's no other game to get besides that sports game. So I'm thinking if that happened with these systems, there would be no other system. I mean, yeah, you can get the Wii, but say you already have the Wii. When a new system comes out, when a new Nintendo comes out, I'm sure whatever, it's going to be cool, blah, blah, blah. But the big systems, you know, the big ones, it's like you only got this one choice. It's going to suck because they're not going to have to do much to please the fans anymore. I mean, to a sense to where that they won't get the system, or to where they are like, all right, well, since you did this, I'm going to get this system instead. No, because like I said with Nintendo, they're not up as far as graphics and all that stuff, which people love in gaming. Nintendo's not up there with them right now. I'm not saying they can't be, but they don't have to be. But with the Xbox and the PlayStation, if one of them was gone and people are still after that one system that's like gaming, or are people going to jump to PCs? That's another thing. Are people going to? Because I know there's a lot of PC fans. Me, I love computers for everything but but games. When I think of a game, I want to play it on my TV. I want to play it with a controller. I don't want to play it on the computer. I'm not a big fan of that. But I mean, at the same time, if these systems aren't that great, or if they flaked out, or whatever, or if one of them was done, I might jump to PC myself. You never know. But I'm gonna end it on that note because this video is about 28 minutes long, 26, and I'm gonna, you know, crack my little drink open and you guys know how I end my videos, so drink some bitches, enjoy your systems, enjoy E3.